See, no count now. Okay. Hey, beautifuls. What up, guys? It's Keisha here with Teresa, and welcome to our self love chats we do every Monday, 6 p.m. CDT time and 7 p.m. Eastern time. Today, we're diving into a conversation that is close to our hearts. It's how self love connects directly to abundance and breaking free from survival mode.
Yes, and we're also going to have a sneak peek into our upcoming live workshop, the three money lies that keep women trapped in survival mode, and how to break free for good. But this chat is about you tonight, your worth, your energy, and how loving yourself is the key to overflow.
Yes, yes. We're going to hop in part one, which is why self love matters. Okay. When I lost myself in a relationship, the biggest breakthrough I had was actually realizing that self love wasn't optional. It was
Mhm.
something that I needed, and it was actually just the foundation of what I needed. If you don't love yourself, you end up shrinking, settling, and saying yes to survival mode instead of overflow. And I definitely found myself sinking low instead until I decided to put self love first and say, you know what, something has to change. I need to make a difference. Let me go ahead and do the work and do the self love that I need.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think the same thing with me. I lost myself in my relationship with my daughter's father. I let myself sink to a place that I never thought I would. I was afraid of being alone. I was afraid of doing it on my own as a single mom. I was afraid of being by myself, and I had really low self esteem. And it literally I lost myself in a relationship and let things happen that I should never have let happen. So I
Yeah.
completely understand where you're coming from. And that's exactly what I also see in our money stories too. And like where you look in one part of your relationship, you can see it in another part of your relationship. So I saw like where I lacked in one and it carried over into different facets of my life.
Mhm.
Women give everything to everyone else. And if you feel this, let us know in the chat. Like, hey, do you feel like you give yourself to everyone else but yourself? Like, we don't pour into ourselves. We think we have to be the backbone, we have to be the one that, gets the slack. Especially as a single mom, literally as a single mom, you have no one that's there to help you. You are the person, right?
Mhm.
Unless you build a community around yourself. And you leave nothing for yourself. And when you don't value, and I don't want to say when you don't value yourself, because you might even think that you do value yourself.
Or
But
you might not
honestly,
even
like
know
when you
you
are
do.
reflective,
Mhm.
you think you're valuing yourself. But like for me, my hindsight now, being removed from it for over like what, 8 years now, looking back, I did not. I did not. And so that can be triggering for some people. So if you feel triggered by that statement of that you don't value yourself and you want to rebut that, self-reflect on that for a little bit. And sometimes you're in your journey and
Mhm.
you don't think you are, right? So you
Definitely.
end up living from a lack instead of living in abundance and feeling like you're worthy of more.
Yeah, and even if you don't, even if you feel like
Mhm.
Teresa said, you're saying that statement of saying you don't value yourself, if it makes you feel some kind of way, the reason we feel some kind of way is because there's something deeper that we have to look within to figure out why we feel that way. Because there's something going on deeper that makes us feel that way. And even if you don't know that you don't feel that way, literally reflect on that, like Teresa said. Look back on your life and see, do I value myself? Do I give myself the time I need? Do I give myself the love and dedication that I deserve? Or am I emptying my cup so much that it's dry and nothing left over for me when I'm in need of something? So that's definitely something to journal on, write it in your journal, and look deep into that to see if that triggers you or if it's something that you need to look deep inside for sure.
Mhm.
And we're gonna,
Exactly.
oh yeah, for sure. And we're gonna talk about some quick tips for practicing self love. Here are two practices that I use daily. Mirror talk. You can look yourself in the eyes each morning and affirm, I am worthy of overflow. I am becoming her. And literally, when you say these things, literally believe in what you're saying. Don't just say them like, oh, I'm becoming her. Believe in what you're saying, because the intent that you put on these words literally matters. It really matters. And embody movement. Move your body in a way that feels good, even if it's just shaking your shoulders or rolling your hips in a circle. This is how you remind your nervous system that I am safe to expand. And if I'm not mistaken, Teresa, you just told me a story when you were in the kitchen dancing, right? Dancing while you
Mhm.
were cooking.
Yeah, that was such a I didn't realize how much I missed like just putting music on, letting loose because I thought I had to be serious all the time and listen to podcasts and like I wanted better for myself and I had to be like this. And then I like just one day put on music and I started dancing and cooking and like no one else was in the house. Everyone left and I was just there free. And I was like, man, I really missed this. I really needed it. And it gave me something that I didn't think I missed of just being fun, joyful, and like it brought up a part of me that I really honestly did not realize that, like I said, I missed that carefree.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Hmm.
That inner child, basically, allowing yourself to
Yes.
that inner child that you never have, where we think it's not okay to live in that feeling, but it's definitely okay.
It really is. And let's talk on the practical side. I love these two things. Money dates. Do you ever have a money date? Do you know what a money date is? Do you do money dates, Keish?
I do money dates usually before I get paid. I do my money date before I get paid to make sure everything is going to be the way I think it's going to be, and I might even write out the 2, 3 checks coming out, because you know what bills come out,
Mhm.
just so I can be prepared. And then before I do it, I take a deep breath and I woo sigh and I said, that's okay. Bills are gonna be due regardless. Let's go ahead and get it done, because it's something that has to be done. Take action, move forward. Don't be afraid. Because I used to look at my money. My money dates used to be like, oh Lord, we gotta pay. Oh, but guess what? I already knew that, right? So you have to change the way you think, right?
Mhm. Yeah, no, I agree. I am I've been on a journey of getting into loving money because you can either come at money from a negative and like when you're stressed out in survival mode, you are in just we're in a reset like I don't want to say the R word and recession, but we're groceries are going up. I literally just went to the grocery store yesterday, bought a pack of bratwurst. Why was it like $1.50 more than the last time I went to the store? Inflate like it's overwhelming of where life truly is right now when it comes to spending our money.
Mhm.
And so you can either look at it from two ways. You can either look at it from just being stressed out all the time and we're robbing Peter to pay Paul and where's my next but I've been there. I 100% understand that feeling of this bill is due. My gas is about to be cut off. My electric's about to be cut off. I've had to wash my infant in a bathtub after boiling water, warming water up on the stove, and putting in the bathtub because my electricity got cut off. I 100% understand and relate to that. Here's the thing I want to challenge or coach you through is if you're in that state of mind, being in that negative, like being in a constant cycle of negative isn't going to change that fact, right? It's not going to change the fact that you're past due, maybe you have overdue tax. Like I understand that struggle. The thing that helped shift it from being in that state to where I'm at right now, which is running a multi six figure, and I'm not saying my life is perfect. We have bills, we have stressed out, like there's other things happening, but here's the thing, my mindset completely shifted
Mhm.
because whether I'm in a positive state or a negative state, the same thing is happening, right? Our outcomes are the same. So what we want to do and what helped me like attract in more abundance, attract in the positive energy, attract in that, well, it doesn't like if I stress out about this or if I have a positive attitude, the outcome might be a little bit differently. How our energy is and how we act and what we say, our words, like our energy attracts the same. So if you've been doing that, maybe I challenge you to let's just flip the script for 30 days and see what happens. Because whether you do or not, like that still is there. But I just challenge you, maybe try it. So spend 10 minutes each week looking at your finances with love, not fear, and act as if it's an act of self care. Being thankful for the money you do have, for the groceries you do have, for where you're at right now. For if even if you have an eviction notice, you still have a roof over your head right now.
It ain't gone yet.
It's not gone yet. And being so stressed out and in a state of like constant stress, one is not good for your health, and two, it's not going to change anything.
You
Like
manifest.
we have to acknowledge with where we're at. We have to acknowledge the pain. We have to release it. And then we have to think to the future. How can I change this? What actions can I do to change my situation? Because stressing and being upset and all of that doesn't change the fact that you're still about to be evicted. Doesn't change the fact that your bills are about your heat's about to be cut off or whatever, right? So let's flip the script and let's look into how can we make this better? How can we change this? How can we become more action oriented? And number two is the overflow list. And this is again kind of going into what we were just talking about. Instead of asking, what can I cut? How can I expand? How can I expand? Instead of being so in lack and like negative and this and that, how can I expand? Let's focus on what can I do to expand my wealth, expand money, expand. It's a self love practice to believe you deserve more, not less. You deserve so much more than where you're at right now. I don't care if you're a million, you deserve so much more. And I say this with love in my heart, you deserve so much more than where you're at right now.
Yeah. And it's up to you. It's up to you to decide that. We can only tell you. We can only tell you till we're blue in the face, but it's up to you to decide that you want more and say I deserve more and I will give myself more. Because it's up to you. We have to decide to make that aligned action to say, what am I going to do to change it? Even if it's the smallest thing, like changing the way you think about your finances. When you have your money talk, okay, or your money date, change the way you come to the table. Say, my finances down. It's gonna be a good day. Play some music. Be delulu about it. We've been talking
Mhm.
about that, okay? And literally put yourself into a good state because if you're already in a good state, it's nothing you can do about it. Like Teresa said earlier, at the end of the day, you being upset about it or worrying about it or stressing yourself over whatever's going on is not going to change the fact that whatever's happening is happening. It's your job to say, "Oh, you know what? I'm a perfect example of this. We are human. We are living human. We are souls living human experiences." That's one of my favorite
Mhm.
lines I've heard. So if you have a human moment where it happens to me all the time. If I'm going through something stressful, sometimes I might sit there and cry for a second. But guess what? I need to release that emotion and literally say, okay, what's next? Now that that's over, what's next? Because I can't sit into that despair. I can't sit into that fear. I can't sit in that feeling because it's not going to push me forward. Let me go ahead and get that cry out real quick, get that emotion out, and step to the next thing because that's where we need to move forward to. How can I expand from here?
Exactly. I tell my daughters that the same all the time. When my daughter will be upset, and I don't want to go into what's the state of the United States and all of that because that's not what we're here for. But my daughter went through and felt very strong emotions a few months ago. And what I had to tell her is that you can't change what happens to you, but you can change the way you react to them. And you can give yourself time, process your emotions, journal about it. Your feelings are valid. And if you get sucked into those emotions, and I feel so bad when people can't process and move through the emotional journey, w- journal through it and then focus on what can I what do I have control of? How can I control how I think, how I feel, how I show up? So that way we don't get lost in it. You can get so lost, you can doomsday scroll very often and for a lot of things. But we are about to have to wrap up because we are about to hop on another call. So we just want to make sure that you are at our workshop. If this is something that has aligned with you, that you're like, I want to learn more about that, we want to invite you to our workshop.
Definitely, definitely. We created this workshop because self-love and money are deeply connected. You only fix the money. You can't fix the money without fixing the way you love yourself or see yourself. You'll always side back to survival mode. You'll never move forward. So this workshop is for you, and we're so excited to have you here, and we can't wait.
Exactly. It is the 3 money lies that keep women trapped in survival mode and how to break free for good. I will make sure that I have that link listed. It's a free workshop that's going to be 90 minutes, and we're going to go through the 3 money lies. We're going to give you we're going to give you a clear understanding of the 3 money lies that are keeping you stuck and how to replace them with empowering truths. We're going to give you a dream life money map so you know exactly what overflow will feel like for you, and practical daily rituals and habits and identity upgrades. Because, like what we said, we have to update and upgrade our identity and how we show up so you can start using immediately. All of your questions answered, and plus peace of mind, knowing that you don't have to figure it out alone. You have our community and we're here to help you. So if you want to hop on our workshop that's coming up this Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, go on with your time zones, join us. I'll make sure to have the link above so that you can click and register for free. I hope to see you there. Bye.